The Rocky Mountain Hobby Expo is coming this weekend, and the Denver Public Library will be there. Well, with me today is Nate Stone, Idea Lab Program Administrator with the Denver Public Library. Great to see you, Nate.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and you've brought some great stuff with you. We're going to talk about really your involvement in the Expo coming up, but the Denver Public Library goes beyond that, and you have Idea Labs, which is great for hobbyists and anyone who's really interested and passionate about nature, too.
Yeah. So they focus a lot on STEM things in general, but they're maker spaces, which, are you familiar with the term maker spaces?
I'm not.
So luckily it's a self-descriptive term. It's
Yeah.
a space to make things, right?
I love it.
So maker spaces have been around for a long time. They're relatively new in libraries, but we offer chances for people to do everything from traditional arts and crafts, like painting, drawing, sewing. We have so many sewing machines, and people are crazy about sewing all over Denver.
That's great.
Up to more high-tech things like 3D printing, laser cutting, CNC machining. But we try to give people access to as many tools as they need to sort of create what they can, whatever they want to make.
Absolutely, and you brought some examples that really incorporates a lot of the different tools that you were just talking about. One of them, this is my favorite little dino here. This was made with a laser printer.
This is a 3D printer.
Oh, 3D printer, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's laser printer coming up. But look how cute he is, a little dino. Talk about some of these other things. You can hold up some of the things that were tools were used to create.
So one of these, so this is a patch made on our digital embroidery machine. You can come in with, you can hand draw something, or you can create something on the computer, feed it into this embroidery machine, and it will make patches. You can embroider your backpack and things. We've had a bunch of kids from private schools come in modifying their uniforms, which I'm not sure if their parents were happy about, but it was a super cool example of what you can do with it. These ones are made by our staff. We also have this beautiful quilt, which was made by one of our makers in residence.
It is beautiful, yes.
So we also have a residency program where local makers, people who live in the neighborhood, can come in and share their skills with the rest of the community. So Monica Lucky, one of our fantastic residents, made this quilt and then taught a workshop to the rest of the community about how to make quilts. That is a skill I still do not have, but I'm working on that
That's
one.
all right, you have many others, right?
Enough to be dangerous on many things.
Yeah, you and me both.
These are both examples of what you can do with our laser cutter.
Very cool.
So it is a laser that cuts things. So this was originally plywood that was cut out with the laser and then engraved. So we have folks making
ornaments.
Ornaments, earrings. These are bookmarks made out of wood veneer.
Necklaces, bracelets, all kinds of really cool things that you can make with that.
People have made furniture as well, which is super cool.
I'm going to put this on. And tell us who can take advantage of these Idea Labs.
So anyone can. We don't even check to see if you have a library card when you come in the door. Okay. They're open to all ages. Anyone from 5 to 500. And they're in 5 different communities around the neighborhood, around the Denver. So we have one at our central branch, one at Montbello, Gonzales on the west side, Hadley in the southwest, and then Hamden in the southeast. And we try to match them to the interests and needs of the community. So this is an example of what's been made at our Hamden branch.
Can you take me seriously right now? It is Halloween, the month of Halloween. So the lights are on? Are they on?
Yeah, they are.
They're on.
Yes, we have tons of people coming in making costumes as well, right? With the laser cutter, the sewing machines. These are made with sewable electronics, so there's thread that conducts electricity that you can sew into things and add lighting. You can add buttons and sensors and all kinds of cool stuff.
How fun! I love this. All right, I know I had these on for 3 minutes before anybody saw that, so Nate was laughing at me. All right, so 5 locations, which is great. So this came about, what, 6 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the inspiration for Design Labs? Or Idea Labs?
Idea Labs. The library's worked for a long time about getting people access equitably, right? So when a lot of people didn't have access to the internet, public libraries were one of the first people to provide access to the internet for a lot of people. This is sort of the next step of that. There are tools like 3D printers, like laser cutters, that will make the jobs of the future, right?
Absolutely.
And not everyone has access to these tools. So by trying to place these in people's neighborhoods and give them hands-on experience using it, we're hoping to widen the pool of people making neat stuff and inventing the things that will shape our future.
Shape our futures, right? And I love just even hearing that there are so many sewing machines and they're being used.
Right, yeah, and it's traditional crafts as well.
Yeah.
People are mending things. I learned how to mend socks the other day.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, real quickly, I want to talk about the Hobby Expo
Yes.
coming up. Denver Public Library will be featured there. What do you have?
Our Western History department is going to be there. James Rogers is our local locomotive nerd who's going to be there showing all kinds of railroad history with maps and things like that, and tying into the Hobby Expo's whole message of people finding a hobby they're really passionate about. So he'll have all kinds of information for railroad aficionados alongside all of the other really cool things. My 6-year-old loves the Hobby Expo. You'll be able to see drones, you'll be able to see virtual reality, there's board games and puzzles
So
and
cool.
all kinds of cool stuff.
I love it. Yeah, and find a new hobby while you're at it.
Indeed.
All right, Nate, thank you so much.
No,
Great
thank you.
information. Find the ultimate hobby weekend, including experiences hosted by the Denver Public Library. It's all at the Hobby Expo at the Denver Merchandise Mart, October 12th and 13th. That's this weekend. Hey, tickets are just $12. And for all the details, go to RockyMountainHobby-Expo.com/tickets.